Alright, what's up guys? Got some more work to do on the Grand Cherokee. Got a lunchbox locker and some chromoly shafts. Got some 4340s in here ready to go in this thing. They look pretty rough, but they're still good. So we're gonna get rid of the CV style and I think paint a few things while we're at it. But we will get into it. First, get jack it up, get the wheels off, get the old stuff out, start draining everything. I think I'm going to powder coat the diff cover today. Not too sure what we're doing. I'll see. Let me start getting this thing tore apart. Alright, once you get your pads and rotors off, wheel bearings out, shafts out, you're going to pull the 4 carrier bolts out, pull them out, separate them, mark them, and you get them out. And then you got to take all these nuts off, and then because the pin won't slide off with the ring gear on, and then once you do that, get the ring gear off. There's a little pin in here, and you just punch it out through the back with a center punch or a roll pin punch. That way you can pull your pin out. Once you get your pin out, we'll go from there. All right, like I said, you get this roll pin out. It's easy enough. Just come to the little hole back here in the back with a center punch or roll pin punch, whatever you got. Hit it out until it pops out. That way your pin pulls out. Set to the side. You don't need it. And basically just roll these while you get them out. Because with this locker, this is a Spartan, you do not use the spider gears. And you pull these sides out. Sorry, I'm trying to do this all one. Okay. Make sure that the bearings are not in here. You can see there's a bearing on these, and this one's been apart before, so it's got one on this side spider gear. Oh, they're both there, and they got them on the spider gear. So this kit with the Spartan locker, you don't use those. And then you start to put your locker together. There's these little cups. You'll be able to tell. So this flat side where it's even, how that's concave, this flat side goes towards the center pin. So you'll slide in like that. And the flat side goes out to the top. Let me get these set up real quick with all the little springs and everything here. This actually came out of that Cherokee. So this one's been used before, but it's still good. It's got a little nick on that tooth, but it'll be just fine for this. I ended up replacing this because I was having issues with it, but it turned out it was just the cross pin was an issue. They sent me the wrong one to begin with, so I ended up getting the correct one. So now this can go back into the Grand Cherokee, and we'll be good to go. Let me get this all set up and ready, and I'll show you how it goes in. All right, when you get your new one, I believe they're already installed. Can't remember, but if they're not, I'll show you how you go about doing this. Let me clean this lens off real quick. Much better. So you get your springs, put them in the cup, and you'll have 2 holes for each side. Already got this side set in there. The spring goes down. Oh crap. Let me see if I can set the phone up. Alright, so if you buy a used one, you'll probably have to put it together, but I'm pretty sure if you buy a new one, they already come in. So you got 2 holes in it. Of course, I gotta clean this out a little. And you got these springs and these little cups. You put the spring in the cup and put it in the hole. push it down. And then you get these little pins, push it down, put it in the hole, and these hold it in for you. And then you pull those out afterwards. So like I said, you take the spring, take the cup, put the spring in the cup, put it in, press it down, put the pin up, and those hold it in. Okay, and then you take, like I said, I'm trying to do this where you can see and still hold it. But this side's already set in. It's easier to do the ring gear side. I've done quite a few of these and that's just been the easiest. So you take it, slide it in, you get them both slid in. Remember, the flat side goes towards the cross pin. Set it in there. Rotate until it's up. Let me do this without trying to film. It's hard to do it all at once. Now, once you get your pins pulled, there's little grooves in here. You can see them right here. You want to make sure the head of those is sitting in there. So you might have to take the flathead or something just to wiggle it around, make sure those are fully seated in there. Which they are. Looks good. Your pin doesn't have a whole lot of excess wiggle. This one has none, which means it's good. When I pulled this one out of the Cherokee the first time, before I put the new one in, this cross pin, you can sit here and wiggle it back and forth a little and up and down. And I think what happened is they just sent me the wrong pin. But I didn't realize it because at that point I had never done one of these. So I just kind of figured it was normal. But here we are, it's in. Now, reinstall, throw it in there. Put your ring gear on, you know, torque it down, lock tight the bolts. Put your ring gear back in and put it back on the ground. And I recommend putting thicker oil in it, thicker gear oil in it, because you are going to hear ratcheting sounds as you turn. It's just a part of these. You don't have to go chromolys, but I highly recommend it, because even though I did it for years without it on stock shafts and only ever broke 2 U-joints, this just gives you more peace of mind. You can beat on it more and you're less likely to break something. It's nice knowing I have the shafts to run 35s, even 37s if I want to, which eventually we are. This one's going to get 35s, that one's going 35s, probably even 37s. I don't know. I think I might go up to 37s on these. This one's geared enough for it. That one I'm gonna have to gear. So if I'm gearing, I might as well do it, and I might as well go 37s just be done. That one's gonna get a built 8.8 rear end here soon. We'll be starting on that hopefully shortly. First we got to finish the YJ. It's getting real close. Waiting on a couple more parts to show up for it. But I'm gonna end it here so I can just get this thrown together, because we got to finish tuning on this today. And I want to get this knocked out. So, thanks for watching.